So I want to talk about my diagnosis, my cancer diagnosis. I was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer, and what led up to it and is what I went through. So prior to me and my diagnosis, my husband's been having health issues. We were dealing with that. And then I had issues with my parents. They're elderly and they're seniors, and I had to help them. So we just had a lot on our plate, and we were running around just doing a lot of stuff, and I was tired. Very, very tired. So leading up to it, the biggest symptom I had was being tired. Energy, like lack of energy. I had night sweats. The night sweats were crazy because I would sweat and my entire pajama shirt would be soaking wet, where I'd have to literally change my pajamas in the middle of the night. I've never had that before. I'd go to the gym and work out and I'd get a little sweaty. I was sweating. But I also was getting hot flashes. Now I'm 51 years old, so I equated everything to being premenopause or something like that. I didn't think something was really wrong with me because I didn't have any pain, nothing like that. But I was really tired, and my husband was like, maybe you should get checked out. And I'm got to a point where my energy was so bad that I was like, let's go to the hospital, because I didn't even want to wait. I felt something was up. Just the fact of my energy, I'm like, this can't, my mom is 78 years old and she's running circles around me. It's crazy. So we went to the emergency room. He dropped me off. I could barely walk too. That was another thing, because I was so tired. He dropped me off at the emergency room, and I literally couldn't even wait in line to check in. I went to sit down, and they had the people in the emergency room have to take a wheelchair to get me into the room. They ran all sorts of blood work, and from the blood work alone, my white blood cell count was off the charts, high, and I was extremely anemic. I think I was below, I was 5 or 6, where I think healthy is 9 or 10. I was extremely anemic. And that's why now looking back, I was so tired, I had no energy. I didn't put 2 and 2 together at the time. So, then they told me the word, they said cancer. I felt so terrible in the emergency room.